Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is a special edition of the Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports. On tap, we've got what should be a fairly intriguing matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Scores around the league for you at the half. But it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast teams, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win...
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And an alley to run. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw now on 1st down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Let's go!
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And an alley to run. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Malik Jackson able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11.
Here we go!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Finds a seam inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go!
Now back to throw. And an alley to run. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
They'll look to throw here. Dancing to his left. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Forced out. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Jags grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to...
The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. On first down, he'll drop to throw. That is caught at the 7. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Goal line offense, something they've really been emphasizing in practice lately. Now they have a chance here to put all that hard work to use. Back to throw. Steps away to his left. And fights him off. Being chased out left. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
Oh, it stays up. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. Yannick Ngakoue in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game.
And it's caught. It's Brown. Touchdown, Steelers. Antonio Brown, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Well, that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play. How about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
That's the response. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. First down now, but that clock rolling. They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. The Steeler offense now with the football first here to begin the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Calais Campbell able to drop him for a loss of 4. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again. Telvin Smith in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Here we go.
Back to throw here. Rolling to his right. And he's unable to haul it in. So it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field. And that brings up 4th.
And absolutely zero surprise that one was incomplete, huh? I mean, truthfully, how many OCs have we seen with 3rd and 20 on their play sheet and go, oh, I've got the exact play to dial up?
No, that's just a... And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Not only another first down, that also puts him over 100 yards rushing.
That's not something you see very often in the NFL. We see it more in college. But I think with more of the melding of the college game with quarterbacks, we'll see this a little bit more often in the future.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. And that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Here we go.
They'll drop to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Calais Campbell in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive linemen across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
And the Steelers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Here we go.
He'll drop to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He got 29 yards that time. They're going to look to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Back to throw again. And now he'll tuck. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Illegal forward pass, offense.
Would have put him in the lead, but hold that thought.
Yeah, the celebration had to stop, didn't it? Because now you're on a real uptick. You're in the lead. Instead, you're still behind. Have to find a way to regroup.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. He'll look to throw, buying time to his left, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took it.
Back now in Pittsburgh. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Come on, let's go.
And the blitz does come. And that is incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to compete.
And now out come the Steelers. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're...
And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Yannick Ngakoue getting him once again. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. Back to throw now in his own end zone. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even giving up a defensive touchdown.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14.
Come on, let's go.
They'll look to throw. Gets this one to Le'Veon Bell. And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
This quarterback now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10.
Come on, let's go. 38.
They'll set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Let's go! What? Nine!
Looking to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going deep for Brown. It's caught inside the 25. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Antonio Brown, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one. And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. They'll set up a throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. And a nice gain of 21 yards. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead. Confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish. Because strategy would tell you, run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Second and goal, the lone man in the backfield, Le'Veon Bell.
Let's go! Brand 38!
That one looks like he'll throw here. Eluding the pressure right. Keeps himself upright. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. It's their quarterback, saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Come on, let's go! Brand
He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that exit.
The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field.
Come on, let's go! Grand 38!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Dancing to his left. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. And the Steelers on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Here we go!
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
First down.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
Forced out to his left. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one. Hence the decline.
Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Heinz Field.
you.